Hi guys! Today I'm here online with my very good friend Emily Bond. We're both Nike ambassadors and we're both under 13 athletes. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a Q&A based on questions we typically get asked by you guys. Emily, how would you like to kick us off with the first question?
Yeah, sure. So, first question is, when did you first start athletics?
I was 9 when I started doing junior park runs, and that was when my coach spotted me and he asked me if I would like to join his club. When did you first start athletics?
I've always been sporty, but started competing at the age of 8 or 9 at local club competitions.
Oh, very similar ages then. What was your proudest achievement?
So, I've had a few that I'm really happy about. Probably in my recent indoor season, my proudest one was breaking 2 all-time British records in the UK for under 13 girls, one being the 60-metre hurdles and one being the overall score for a pentathlon indoors. What is your proudest achievement?
Probably my most proudest achievement is probably my 600-metre PB, which I've just found out is the second fastest under 13s indoors.
That's great, Iz. What's your favourite meal before and after a race?
Probably a tuna sandwich is usually in my kit bag during races, but definitely after competitions and races is definitely pizza. I absolutely love it. What about you?
To be honest, I don't eat too much before, but if I do snack in between, I like to have a chicken and avocado wrap or protein bars, and definitely after a race, I like to have a McDonald's as a treat or a McFlurry.
McDonald's are really tasty, but I'm not allowed them. How often do you train?
So I normally train 3 times a week plus 2 strength and conditioning sessions. How about you?
That's very similar to mine. I usually train 3 to 4 times a week.
Next one, what's your favourite training session?
Definitely my favourite training session has got to be the 8 times 200 metres in 2 blocks of 4 with a 1-minute recovery. I love this session because coach always tells me to do them in 35 seconds, but I end up doing them in like 30 or 31 seconds, which makes me feel really fast. What's your favourite session?
So I might sound a bit mad saying this, but I like all training sessions, even if it's a really hard endurance one. In particular, I like to cover all the multi-events and the technical aspects, and then finish with an 800 split or an 800 time trial.
800 time trial kind of sounds really hard.
It's good, I like it.
Next question, who gives you the most encouragement and support?
So a lot of people have given me encouragement, especially my dad and my lead coach Joe Frost. He's been really great and he's travelled up to Scotland to help and encourage me in my competitions, and my dad has just been with me through the whole way. You?
My coaches John Stowe, Christine Bowmaker and Gemma Wheatman, as well as my dad.
Good old dads. Who is your role model?
It has to be 400 metre British champion Lavia Nilsson. She's my role model because she's very kind and she loves talking to us, which makes us feel more closer to her. And also she shows brilliant determination in training and her races and never gives up. Who's your role model?
So I have a few role models. So Katerina, Neve Emerson and Morgan Lake are 3 I've followed really closely and watched their videos as they were juniors.
Those 3 are great. We've both been very fortunate to meet some amazing athletes. Haven't you recently met KJT? What was the experience like and did you get any good advice?
So yeah, I met Katerina just before Christmas when I was training in Manchester, and it was by pure chance. I had no idea she was going to be coming, and I was just doing my hurdles training when she walked through the door, and I was so shocked. But the main point she gave was to just enjoy what you were doing, and to find something you like to do. And secondly was to learn the technical basics of your sport before you get older and it's harder to undo any bad habits. How about you, Izzy? Earlier this year you went to Kenya to meet Patrick Sang, who trains Eliud Kipchoge. Did you get any valuable advice when you were there?
Yes, firstly it was absolutely amazing experience. As well as meeting Eliud Kipchoge, I also met world and Olympic champion Faith Kipyegon. Faith's and Patrick Sang's advice was very similar. They both said to listen to the ones you trust and don't listen to anyone else. And also to believe in yourself and leave no room for any negativity.
Wow, that sounds like great advice. What's been your biggest challenge?
possibly the transition from cross-country to track. It was very mentally and physically challenging, as I had a few niggling injuries at the time, and also that I felt like I had let down my coach because I just won a silver medal in a Liverpool national cross-country race, and he had such high expectations for me. We're all good now though, and now I have 3 excellent coaches. What about you, Emily? What was your biggest challenge?
I would say my biggest challenge that I've overcame was staying mentally strong in my first ever outdoor pentathlon back in September last year. In my first event in shot, I got 0 points, having 3 no throws, 2 slipping out my hand and going wide, and the 3rd walking outside the circle, and I was devastated because I had worked so hard on that event. But I stayed mentally strong with all the support and encouragement from around me and worked my way back up to 3rd place overall in the North East and got a few PBs along the way. So my message is, no matter how impossible you think it is, don't give up.
That's brilliant, Emily. And now you're the #1 pentathlete in the UK. Do you think you'll stick to multi-events, or will you specialise when you get older?
Thanks, Izzy, and yes, I hope so. I really enjoy the different variety of events in the pentathlon, but also learning the different technical aspects of each of them too. So right now that's my plan. How about you? You've been doing multi-events for the past year, so do you think you'll stick with it, or will you specialise?
When I started track and field last year, I thought I wanted to be a heptathlete, as I had been doing middle distance training, multi-events training and sprinting training. But now I have decided to narrow down my events between 300 to 800 metres and hurdles.
Oh, that's cool. I've learned something new today. I'm not surprised that you're so good at all of those events. So out of them, which one's your favourite?
I like the longer sprints, so 200 and 300 metres, but I also am beginning to enjoy the hurdles. How about you?
I actually love all the multi-events, but if I had to choose one, I would probably choose the hurdles, or maybe the long jump. Probably the hurdles, that's my favourite one.
Yeah, hurdles are amazing. Next question, what's your favourite Nike product?
I love all of it, but if I had to pick some in particular, it would be the Nike Pro range and also the Nike Superfly Elite Sprint Spikes. How about you, Izzy? What's your favourite Nike product?
I love all of the Nike clothing that I have, and hoodies are definitely the best.
I love my hoodies too. So we've been in lockdown for quite a while now, but what are you most looking forward to when we get back to the track eventually?
It's definitely seeing my friends and my coaches. I miss them loads. How about you?
Yes, that's the same for me, missing my friends and my coaches a lot, but also the feel of putting your sprint spikes back on and just running on the track. I can't wait to get back to that.
This is a very popular question. What advice would you give to someone starting athletics?
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot too, but I would say is to try each event and find which one you like the most. You might like all of them, or you might like one of them just in particular, but the main thing is to enjoy it and have fun. What about you?
I would say make sure you join a club, make friends, don't take it too seriously, and enjoy yourself.
Okay, so last question. What are your goals for the future?
I would love to represent Great Britain one day. Just the thought of competing in a full stadium is just amazing. How about you?
Yeah, similar thing for me. Just trying to keep on progressing and stick to a long-term plan, but also representing my country and competing for GB in the Olympics would be my ultimate goal. But also, because we're the same age, it would be so cool if we could do it together.
That would be absolutely amazing if we could. Okay, that brings us to the end. It was great talking with you, Emily, and hopefully we can see each other again soon. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!